Hey there, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm your name. And today we're going to delve deep into something most of us experience but don't often understand. Signs that someone dislikes you but is hiding it. In this video, we're going to explore the psychology behind these hidden signs, all while drawing insights from one of the most powerful schools of thought ever created, Stoic philosophy. We'll break it down into two clear signs that you can look for, and how understanding these signs can help you navigate social situations better, without losing your peace of mind. Trust me, you don't want to miss this one. Now let's get started. Sign number 1, the subtle physical cues. The first sign that someone may be hiding their dislike for you is found in the body language. Body language doesn't lie. Our words might mask our true feelings, but our body speaks the truth. So let's take a look at the most common physical cues someone might give off when they're trying to hide their negative feelings towards you. Explain the signs with visual aids. Closed body posture. For example, arms crossed, avoiding eye contact, or keeping a significant distance between you and them. This is often a defense mechanism when someone feels uncomfortable or has negative feelings they're hiding. Micro expressions. These are tiny facial expressions that flash quickly before they can be masked. If you notice that someone's face tightens when you speak or they avoid smiling, it might signal discomfort or dislike. Tension or nervousness. If the person looks fidgety, plays with their hair, or seems to be nervously shifting positions, it could suggest they're hiding their true emotions. Interlacing Stoic philosophy. According to Stoic philosophy, external events are beyond our control, but how we react to them is entirely up to us. If you observe these signs of discomfort or dislike in others, remember, it's not about you. It's about their reaction to the world and circumstances they find themselves in. The Stoics taught that we should remain indifferent to what others think of us, focusing instead on our own virtue and character. Don't let someone's body language or micro-expressions define your peace. Have you ever noticed these subtle physical cues in someone? What did you do when you saw them? Drop a comment below and let's talk about how we can better read these signs. Sign number 2, the passive-aggressive behavior. The second sign that someone might dislike you but is hiding it comes in the form of passive-aggressive behavior. Now, passive aggression is one of the trickiest forms of communication because it's not direct, but it's still very telling. These are the actions that people use to express frustration or dislike without openly confronting the issue. Explain the signs with examples. Backhanded compliments. For example, you might hear things like, "Wow, that's a really nice outfit for someone who doesn't usually dress like that." They're cloaked in positivity, but there's an underlying jab. Non-committal responses. If they give short, non-engaged answers, it might signal disinterest. You could ask them how their day went and they just say fine with little enthusiasm. Deliberate forgetfulness. When someone continuously forgets your name, important things you've said, or events you've planned together, it's often a sign of passive disinterest or even resentment. Interlacing Stoic philosophy. In Stoicism, we focus on our own thoughts and reactions, not the behavior of others. When faced with passive-aggressive behavior, the Stoics would remind us that the actions of others reflect their inner turmoil, not our worth. It's important to remember that their words or actions are external, and we should stay centered in our own self-control. Has someone ever given you a backhanded compliment or ignored your feelings in a passive way? How did you respond? I'd love to hear your experiences down in the comments below. Part 3. Stoic philosophy, how to respond to these signs. Now that we've covered the two major signs someone may be hiding their dislike for you, let's talk about how to respond through the lens of Stoic philosophy. Core Stoic principle. The Stoics teach us to focus on what we can control and disregard what we can't. In this case, you cannot control how others feel about you, but you can control your own reaction. You have the power to choose peace over anger, calmness over frustration. How to apply Stoicism. Practice. Emotional detachment. Remember, the actions or body language of others are reflections of their mindset and not a direct attack on you. Recognize that your peace of mind is more important than their fleeting emotions. O self-reflection. Ask yourself, is there something I can improve? Reflecting on the feedback you receive from others, even subtly, can help you grow, but don't internalize negativity that isn't yours to carry. O gratitude practice. One of the most powerful Stoic exercises is daily gratitude. When faced with dislike or passive-aggressive behavior, remind yourself of the things in your life that bring you peace. Find comfort in your own virtue, not external validation. So when you see these signs, remember the Stoic way. Focus on what's in your control, your actions, your reactions, and your inner peace. How do you deal with passive-aggressive behavior or signs of discomfort from others? Let me know in the comments. Sign number 4, they are overly critical of you. The fourth sign that someone may be hiding their dislike for you is when they're overly critical of everything you do. This sign is often overlooked because the criticism can be masked as constructive feedback. However, there's a big difference between offering genuine advice and constantly pointing out your flaws or mistakes. Explain the signs with examples. O excessive nitpicking. If they're always pointing out the smallest flaws in what you say or do, even when it's uncalled for, it could be a sign they're hiding resentment. For example, if you share an idea or an achievement, and their immediate response is to focus on what's wrong with it instead of celebrating it, that's a red flag. O unwarranted feedback. Sometimes they'll offer unsolicited advice that feels less like support and more like a put-down. You should do this differently, or that's not how I would have handled it, when there's no real need for feedback, can indicate that they're subtly undermining you. O comparing you to others. An overly critical person might also constantly compare you to others in a way that makes you feel inadequate. They might say things like, well, so-and-so does it better, or why can't you be more like them? Interlacing Stoic philosophy. O, in Stoicism, we're encouraged to focus on our own actions and not be swayed by the criticisms of others. Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself that people who criticize are acting according to their own nature. Their words reflect their mindset, not yours. If you're being criticized unfairly, take a moment to remember that your worth isn't defined by others' opinions. The Stoic path is to stay true to your virtues and remain unmoved by unjust criticism. Has someone been overly critical of you lately? How do you handle excessive criticism without letting it affect your peace of mind? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's keep the conversation going. Sign number 5, they avoid eye contact. The fifth sign someone may be hiding their dislike for you is when they consistently avoid making eye contact. Eye contact is a crucial form of communication. It signals trust, interest, and openness. But when someone avoids looking at you or looks away quickly when you speak, it's often a subconscious way of signaling discomfort or disinterest. Explain the signs with examples. O, looking around the room. If you notice that someone tends to glance around the room or look at their phone rather than making eye contact, it could be a sign they don't want to engage with you fully. O, quick glances. Another red flag is when their eyes dart around when you speak. They might make brief eye contact but quickly look away, which suggests they're not comfortable around you or maybe hiding their true feelings. O, shifting focus when you talk. When someone looks away or down when you speak, especially in moments that require attention, they could be withdrawing emotionally, which may indicate hidden dislike. Interlacing Stoic philosophy. O, Stoics teach us that the judgments of others don't define us. If someone avoids eye contact with you, remember, it's a reflection of their state of mind, not yours. Instead of seeking validation through their gaze, focus on what you can control, how you present yourself, and how you interact with the world. Have you ever noticed someone avoiding eye contact with you? How did it make you feel? Drop a comment below, and let's discuss how we can interpret these subtle signs and remain grounded in our responses. Sign number 6, they keep their distance. The sixth sign that someone might dislike you, but is hiding it, is when they keep a physical distance between you and them. This might seem like an innocent habit, But physical distance can often reflect emotional distance. It's a protective barrier that someone may unconsciously put up when they don't want to be too close to you, either because they feel uncomfortable or because they simply don't want to engage with you. Explain the signs with examples. Oh, no personal connection. If someone always chooses to stand or sit further away from you, or they avoid physical proximity, it could be a way of avoiding closeness, both physically and emotionally. Oh, not initiating contact. If they avoid casual gestures like handshakes, high fives, or even pats on the back, it's often a sign that they're consciously creating space between you. Oh, body language cues. Pay attention to their body posture. If they're leaning away from you or angling their body towards the door, they might be subtly telling you they don't want to be there. Interlacing Stoic philosophy. Oh, the Stoics remind us to maintain equanimity regardless of the space others create around us. Don't let physical distance affect your emotional balance. We don't need others to validate our worth or presence. Focus on your own virtues and remember that emotional boundaries set by others should not be internalized as a reflection of your value. Have you ever felt someone pulling away physically from you in a conversation or interaction? How did it affect you? Let's talk about this in the comments. It's important to understand how to respond to these signs without letting them shake your inner peace. Sign number 7. They are too polite, overly friendly. The seventh and final sign someone might dislike you but is hiding it is when they're overly polite or excessively friendly. While being polite is generally a positive trait, an over-the-top level of politeness can sometimes be a shield. It's almost as if they're putting on a mask to conceal their true feelings. They might be so polite that it feels insincere, and that's the key here: the lack of genuineness. Explain the signs with examples. Oh, excessive niceties. If someone is constantly saying things like, "Oh, no problem, it's fine, don't worry about it," or "I'm so happy to help," but you can sense a lack of warmth or enthusiasm, this could be a sign they're hiding negative feelings. Oh, fake enthusiasm. They might also act overly enthusiastic or cheerful, more than the situation warrants, as a way of keeping up a facade of friendliness while masking their true emotions. Oh, slightly distant friendliness. Even though they might act friendly, you may sense a subtle emotional distance, as if they're being nice because they have to be, not because they genuinely want to be close to you. Interlacing Stoic philosophy. Oh, the Stoics focus on acting according to one's true nature. If someone is overly polite but insincere, remember that their behavior is a reflection of their own discomfort. Don't feel the need to match their insincerity. Instead, stay true to your own authentic self and remain unaffected by superficial politeness. Stay grounded in your own values and don't let anyone's mask disturb your peace. Engage audience. Have you ever encountered someone who was overly polite or excessively friendly? Did it feel genuine, or did something seem off? Let me know your experiences in the comments below. It's interesting to think about why people behave this way and how we can stay true to ourselves in such situations. Conclusion. So, let's review the 7 signs someone might dislike you but is hiding it. Subtle physical cues, passive-aggressive behavior, constant interruptions, overly critical remarks, avoiding eye contact, keeping their distance, and being overly polite or friendly. Remember, it's not about you, it's about them. In Stoicism, we focus on our internal state, not the judgments or behaviors of others. Their actions reflect their inner world, and we are not responsible for it. Instead of letting their subtle signs of discomfort affect you, practice emotional resilience, self-reflection, and maintain your peace. If this video was helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'd love to hear your thoughts on these signs, so drop a comment below. Let's keep the conversation going and stay grounded together. See you in the next video.